Hey everybody, welcome back to another Flea Market Finds episode. This is from the August 8th, 2021 outdoor flea market. Guy didn't have any machinist tools, but going through a bucket of junk, spotted this, took a closer look at it and realized this is a handheld controller or dongle or whatever you want to call it for a CNC machine by the looks of it, because it's got Park Home, Abort, Go. Looks like it came from the R&D department. That's where they stole it from. SQV. That might be something vocational. I don't know. But the sticker is so worn that I can't make out who makes it. So I'll have to check and see if anybody recognizes that. But I got it for $2. Figured for $2 I'd take a chance on it. Maybe I can sell it as is on eBay. I had these 4 bottles of Mag 1. That sounds kind of like a cheesy brand name, right? Power steering fluid, brand new, unopened bottles. I got the 4 bottles for $5. My guy that I buy coins from occasionally, I had gotten to him later in the morning, so unfortunately he had sold 2 or 3 Morgan dollars that I probably would have purchased. And this one was passed on because of the heavy toning, but I don't really mind it. I still think it's a nice looking coin. So I got that for $20. This is it's an 1891, so at least it's not a 1921. And show you the reverse. Not a bad looking coin. Oh yeah, so I got that for 20, and he threw in, Tipperary mislaid it, but he threw in a wheel dressing tool, one of those cast iron handles with the little wheels on it that you hold up to a you put it on the bench rest on your pedestal grinder, and you use it to dress your grinding wheels. I've had a few of those. I've got one for myself. I just figured I'd use it for resale. I usually can sell those. I got these 2 drill bit indexes. This one is fairly complete, and there's all nice US made drills in there. Can barely make it out, but there's a Huot, H-U-O-T, or however the hell you say that name, label on that. It's an old Huot index. And then this one, I think, was missing a lot more. But it's a general index. Yeah, this one's missing quite a few more. It's got the tapping index on it, which is kind of nice. Anyways, not a super steal on that, but not bad. I got this Mitutoyo dial caliper, okay, as is for $5. Now, when I got it, this broken crystal was on there, and I just put a new crystal on it, so that's ready to go. It's still a little stiff. It really needs to be completely disassembled and clean, but I'm not going to monkey with it. I don't want to get too involved. Just like I reclocked it close as possible, but good enough for my purposes. I actually already sold these. Sold them for 25. It's kind of funny. I paid $5 for them, but then I put the new crystal in it, so I had spent my time on it. So I don't know. So then later in the morning, I went back by the guy who I buy a lot of junk from, and he had these discs there, and I was looking at them, and I was like, oh, they're Quick Set Fastening Systems Incorporated. They're 4.5-inch cutoff discs, suitable for stainless steel. And I was like, well, I burn these up all the time, right? So I got a whole stack of them here. I said, what do you want for those? He said, how about $5? I said, sure. So I got that for $5. And I asked about this old boring bar holder for a lathe. And he said, yeah, you could take that. Got that for free. Then I asked about these taps. He said, you could take those too. A couple of these are left-handed. So, yeah, I'm going to be like the only guy who's going to have these size left-hand taps around. And then he let me take these too, which is, I didn't even open it, but apparently it's heavy-duty wipes It says wipers, but I'm pretty sure that this is just going to be a box of wipes. Yeah, it's a box of wipes. Okay, we'll use those in the shop. Clean your glasses, whatever. And this U.S. Safety Certified Model Protective Eyewear, proudly made in the USA. So I thought these were kind of neat. Because, yeah, they're brand new, but I think they're, yeah. Talk about your throwbacks. All right, who remembers these? Anybody still wearing these in their shop? I got a couple old pairs around here. I still put them on. But I thought it was kind of neat. Old school safety glasses. Got them for free. What do I care? Oh, well, so this thing is, I was able to just see QSI Corp, and that led me to find on eBay some of these listed, so that I was able to figure out that what's erased up here that I could just make out is Q-term 2. So that's the model. This is a Q-term, Q-T-E-R-M, Roman numeral 2, HMI, which stands for Human Machine Interface. But that's all I can find out about. I can't find out what this is supposed to be used on. It almost appears as though the company made this and that it's supposed to be able to be used with all different types of machines that I guess would accept some sort of a standard language this thing communicates with. I don't know. It's the weirdest thing. So it doesn't look like it's got a whole lot of value, especially untested like this. So it's a good thing I only paid $2 for it. So one of the first items I actually ended up buying that day was I walked up to a dealer's table. I saw this box, opened it up, and this caught my eye. And I didn't know what it was when I first looked at it, and I just saw that there was some interesting tools in here. So I said, oh, what do you want for this box with the contents? And he said, how about $15? So I said, yeah, all right, I'll take it. Because I had a good feeling about it. And then I noticed on the front it says piano. So it didn't take long for me to figure out. Genius that I am. That these are piano tuning tools. So what we've got is we've got some precision tuned tuning forks. So that's a C. Looks like 523.3 hertz maybe? I don't know. I'm not a piano guy. Anywho, so there's some random stuff in here that's piano tuning, piano tool related, like maybe this, I don't know. So I've got a customer who happens to be a piano, what do you call a piano repairman? Like a guitar guy is a luthier, so what do you call a piano guy? I don't know. Anyways, see, that's probably a special tool. So I'm going to just offer him a deal on this whole thing and probably make money. I hope. There's some piano wire. This is what Quint buys to go shark hunting. Anyways, the funny thing is, this is an old 8-track case. For those of you who don't know what an 8-track is, before they had cassettes, well, actually, you might not know what cassettes are. Before they had CDs, well, actually, you might not know what CDs are. No, you should know what CDs are. I don't care how young you are. All right. Anywho, way back in the 70s, we had these things called 8-track tapes. They were continuous loop tapes. You couldn't rewind them. And in order to fit all the audio on one tape, they split it into 4 tracks. So it was a weird deal where what would happen is it would play one complete loop and then click over to the next track down and play the loop again. Only it would be the next, and they would be able to fit an album on one tape by doing that. But lots of times the timing of the way the songs were caused the song to have to end, or the song had to fade out so it could click over to the next track. So you had this weird thing where the song would just fade out and then it would click over to the next track and then fade in again. Good times. Anyways, I got more interesting comments about this case. I kept walking around with this case and everybody wanted to know what was in this case. And a lot of people knew that it was an 8-track case. So, anyways, they've made it. The funny thing is, there might actually be a market for this case. Unfortunately, the leather or the fake vinyl on the top here is ripped. And it does say piano on the front. But, who knows. Oh, I did see a name on these tools. Grover. So I don't know if that's a good brand of tool or not. Found this little spanner wrench at a dealer for $2. I found this book, this early Audell's Handy Book of Practical Electricity. It's an old library book. I just thought it was really kind of cool. So it says July 1960 was the last date stamped in here. But I mean, that's when, see, it says discard, Hope Library Association. Last copyright in here is 1959. So I thought this might be interesting for me to read through. It's in really good shape too. Got some crinkling on the binding, but I don't know. I don't even know if that's really valuable or not, but I gave $5 for it just because I thought it was cool. That same dealer had this Fowler bore gauge set, and I was able to get this for $25, which is a pretty decent deal. What I like about this set is that even though it's an old one, it does appear to be complete, except for, I think what's missing, one of the 3 spacing washers that go on these pins, which often these are missing. So I mean, the fact that any of them are there is really quite good. Oh yeah, I did notice this has something kind of funky with the indicator, so might have to do a little work to that. But you know, it's only $25. And the last buy that day was a dealer I bought some stuff from before. He had these trays of punches out and he was selling them by the piece. I started looking through them and realizing the majority of them were good brand names like Starrett. And I cut a deal and got these 2 trays full of punches for $20, knowing that I have some sets that I just recently got that are incomplete. So I might be able to find some of the sizes that are missing to complete those little wooden sets that I have, the round wooden holders. So if I can complete some of those sets and sell them, that would be good. Alright, so I hope you enjoyed this pick. And if you did, please hit the like button. And if you're not already subscribed, please consider subscribing. Take care.